Hello everyone, I'm Silverraptor and welcome to another Wargame Red Dragon video deck creation process. We did last episode, we created the USA, the first army deck right here, and next we're going to create the Soviet deck because now that we have our own custom blue 4 deck, we need our own custom red 4 deck. So let's go and get to that process. First off, red 4, and we're going to do the USSR. And we're going to do, let's see, we'll name it the Soviet First Army. Alright, so that's going to be ours. First thing I'm going to start off with, I'm definitely going to put in the fob. Let's subscribe to that concept now. For CVs, what do I want for CVs? Yeah, the BMD D2K. The reason why this autocannon definitely can defend itself, it's amphibious, it's armored, it's speed, it's medium optics, it's everything you want in a CV. So we're going to take that. For supply, I definitely want to take the MI-26 with its 6,000 liters that it can bring in, and we're going to bring in some Urals. So that's going to be our logistics tab. For infantry, let's try to solve our infantry problem. Um, let's see here. Let's see. How do we want to do this? I think I'm going to do this deck similar to what I did with with my other blue 4 deck. I'm going to get some Spetsnaz and some Mi-24Ds, and even though these are so expensive, the fact they come in at veteran means that this Mi-24D comes in at veteran, so all of its weapons are highly lot more accurate, so you get more bang for your buck, and basically a cheap attack helicopter with your Spetsnaz. On top, the Spetsnaz are going to be killing the infantry, and so we need something to go along with them, like these Strokey 90s, which I'm going to bring in an Mi-8 MTVs with their 4 HE power rockets. The Strokey 90s aren't the best at taking out infantry. They've got only 26 AP power. They got 26 AP power for their ATGMs though, so this is what they're going to be mainly for, but they can provide a little bit covering fire for against infantry. These partner well with Spetsnaz. Definitely. Very well. Now, I'm probably going to want probably some BMP3s would be good. Hang on, I want to compare to the VDV 90s. How much do VDV 90s cost in theirs? 50. Okay, okay. I'm still going to stick with the Motostrokey 90s. Okay, definitely, definitely with that ATGM. Alright, so we're going to put those guys in. Now, AA. We're going to need. Oh, I know. Hang on. So Motostrokey 90s, regular Motostrokey. What should these guys come in? That could do. Oh, I know. I definitely know what I want. I just wanted to compare VDV versus VDV 90. Okay, the guns are the same. It's just the RPGs that's different, but we don't need that level of RPG. So we are going to get regular VDV and BTRDs. And the reason why the BTRDs is because they've got 4 machine guns, the quad PKTs that provides quite a bit of rate of fire, and they're 5-point trucks of death. So they're basically going to be our cheaper frontline infantry. Motostrokey is going to be our tank busters with vehicles fire support. Spetsnaz and Strokey 9 are going to be our flexible airborne troops. And we definitely want to get Igla ends in Skrizets. Yeah, we're going to get 7 of those guys. They're better than the regular Iglas. They have the 4 HE power compared to the Iglas. Yeah, so we're going to get Igla ends and Skrizets so they could provide a little extra AA. And this will be our infantry tab. It's very diverse and will cover a lot of stuff, so I am happy with the infantry. Next off is support. Now, support can be a little tricky. Definitely going to want at least one Tunguska M and one Buratino because napalm is really good. Let's see. Sterling 10 amps, maybe. What's a box? Do I want merges or no? I already got the one Tunguska. The reason why I choose the Tunguska M over the regular Tunguska is those missiles is mainly what you're getting the Tunguska M for, and that's why I chose that. So that does put us a little lower. Just looking. Oh yeah, they're much more accurate. Let's go with the Tunguska M's. We've got Bucks. Um, Nona's might be worthwhile for smoke artillery and smirching. Hmm. Uh, huh. Malkas are fun. We'll get some Nonas. And that will just be the start. Let's see. It's yeah, we'll get to regular nodes. They're faster than we'll get the SVKs. All right, so tanks. Tanks are going to be interesting to pick from. Okay, let's see how they changed the T80UM to the BU. Da, 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 da. The UM has got. It looks like the UM got greater firepower due to the fact that its ATGM is more accurate, 24 AP, 21 front armor. This is definitely tricky. Um, okay, well, I'm just gonna get the both just for the time being, just to see what other tanks we might pick. The T64BV1. That might be worth it. Yeah, we're going to get that. And then we're going to follow it up with the T72As. It's going to be a little tank heavy, and the reason why the T72A is that this front armor is in the sweet spot. Most of the ATGMs that Blue 4 is going to fire is not going to kill this in the front armor outright, and so they need to fire a second missile to kill it, generally. And when we put these in front of all of our expensive tanks, these things are basically costing them all of their anti-tank missile fire when we do a charging sweep push forward. And also, they're 55 points, so they're generally cheap. We're not too upset if we lose them, and they've got 4 HE power. In fact, they all have 4 HE power. So, definitely going to be our good tank. First thing we're going to do with Recon is definitely K52, because why would you ever not have it in your deck? And Spetsnaz Gru, we're definitely going to get. I'm going to get in BTR 90s. I want some Spetsnaz VMF. And yeah, I'm going to bring them in the KA-29 TB, and the reason why I could get them in the MI-24D as well, because they are special forces, no benefit. But the reason why I'm getting KA-29 is because first off, it's cheaper, and second of all, because it looks like it carries less inside. This is kind of the helicopter I expect to bring in a two-man squad. I do not really expect an Mi-24D, given how large it is, to settle for just 2 men in the back seat of this helicopter. So we're going to get the Spetsnaz VMF, and this is just going to be just flexible enough. It's also got bigger autonomy than the Mi-24D, and we definitely want to sneak these Recon back behind enemy lines. So that's going to be their primary purpose. And we're going to round this off with the BRDM-3 for some good fire support Recon. These things are pretty good, especially paired with the PTR-90. So let's go and reorganize this. Crews are here, BRDMs are here, because helicopter, infantry and helicopter, vehicle and BTR 90s, and vehicle that's almost a BTR 90. So that's my organization right here. Vehicles tab. Now, vehicles are going to be a little bit of a letdown. There's not a whole lot we can bring in. The only thing I would really consider is the BMPT. Oh, damn, they nerfed the SU-122. This used to have 5 HE power. Uh, okay, we'll put in some BMPTs because they're basically infantry killers entirely. Autocannon, HE power gun, frag grenades, 15 front armor. So we're gonna keep those in for now. Helicopters. All right. Well, I'm definitely gonna want the Mi-24V. I'm gonna get 2 stacks of those, and I'll get the Akula. And yeah, sure, we'll get the Mi-28 as well. So how I organized it, the anti-air are helicopters over here. The Akula is right here for dedicated anti-tank and anti-air support, and then we've got the dedicated anti-tank helicopter here in my organization skills. Aircraft. Now we've got plenty of points. We can go all out crazy on this aircraft. Yeah, this definitely I would definitely consider an extra seed, given the fact that we only have one anti-seeds card of helicopters, not like the US deck. Next up, PDs have always been pretty decent. They've got 8 HE power on both of their missiles with exceptional air detection, and they are pretty fast. We'll hold off on that, actually. MiG-27s, I definitely want to get over because, um, yes, the MiG-27M does have a little slightly larger range, but I can get 2 MiG-27Ms at veteran and only get one of these guys at elite. So MiG-27s are definitely going to be it. SU-25T might be entertaining. PUs would be nice. Let's get. We need to be very careful with this aircraft, but we'll get this. We'll probably get this guy. All right, so we are 1 point extra. We don't need the BMPT. We have plenty. With all the tanks we have in 4HE, we don't need the BMPT. So, let's see, anti-tank, air. We need a bomber. That's what we need. Bomber and multi-role. Okay, that might be fun. Okay, cluster, that might be fine. Ooh, SU-24M, that's going to be on the top. Alright, we've got ourselves a bomber, the SU-24M. Oh, crap. Okay, so that wasn't enough. Okay, never mind. Okay, we're going to get rid of that. And we are going to get the SU-24M. Definitely better bomber. Okay, so we're going to put the PUs. We're going to put definitely the SU-27 PUs out on the edge. We've got our seed plane, our anti-tank plane, our regular bomber, and then our air superiority fighters in the PUs. Or hang on, what about the 27Ss? Okay, the S's are slower, but they've got longer range missiles, so they can engage farther. But they're not fire and forget, but they do have quite a bit of missiles. And the longer range missile does have 6 HE. And they come hardened. Alright, sold. We're going to do the SU-27Ss as our air superiority in this deck. And with this, we can actually get our BMPT back. So that's exactly what we're going to do. And now we need to go to 3 cost and figure out what we want to add. We already have all the good helicopters, don't need that, that's not going to do. Might get an extra Recon in here, though I don't know what I would get. tanks. We do have quite a bit of tanks. Not sure what I would swap out. Maybe a T-80U, but then that's going really heavy on our tanks. Support tab. I guess support would probably be the best choice. This could be decent. Just to threaten helicopters with. You know what? We'll just get an extra Tunguska M. Problem completely solved. Oh, and I needed to organize this too. Alright. Good thing I came back here. That would have been a nightmare. Okay, get rid of that. Okay, alright. And there we go. Okay, so we've got Tunguska M dedicated support. All the powerful AA here. We've got some bucks for some dedicated aircraft that can shoot at the aircraft longer range from Tunguska. Then we've got the Buratino because it's also tracked after the buck, and then the Nona, which is a support artillery with wheels, and that will be our logistics tab. And now for the Navy. And now for the standardized Navy section, since the Red 4 have generally better ships, we're going to get one Sovereign, one Utiloi, two sets of Jianku 3s, and a Muna. And that's generally what I get for Red 4 all the time. So, because Red 4 generally have better ships and Blue 4 have generally better planes in the Navy tab, I just do that for every deck so that just in case, like I said, I end up in a game where there is a naval tab, I'm not sitting there with no Navy in most ships in my Navy section and go, whoops. So that should do. Alright, so this is our Soviet deck. I'm eager to try this out. I do hope you enjoyed watching this. Please do like, comment, and subscribe down below. And also make sure you comment down below on any other future nations or coalitions you would want me to put together live for you all. So yeah, feedback is appropriate. I definitely wanted to see if you guys are all enjoying this. So let me know, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you very much, and I'll catch you all later.